Alrighty, what do we got here? We got some voice popping in there. Hello guys, welcome. Wife went outside to smoke real quick or into the other room, so we're gonna go over something real quick. This is the second round. The first round was TDM. Obviously the United World Gamers did much better in the TDM setting, but they just aren't really pulling it through in the large conquest, which is what we're playing now. Gonna jump on the top view, see what's spread out. We only got 2 objectives. Ideally we would need 3 throughout the map to burn, but because we're so far behind already, it doesn't look like there's much chance to really come back from it. They should try some countermeasures. Instead of going straight head on, you know, flying around with the jet. That's not really, in a small setting like this, I don't think the jet's providing that much power where it's going to make that huge of a difference when we really need people on these flags getting it. If I was Sarge, I'd abandon the jet right back here on D, get that flag burning real quick, and what happens when that flag starts burning is it'll pull these people off this flag that want to defend it, and then the rest of the forces can push in harder on one of these 2 or 3 objectives. And so that would even it out a little bit more, and ideally it's easier once you get all these 3 to control them. So if I could put my input right, English, if I could put my input on there, I would definitely suggest 1 or 2 people, at least Sarge, be back there teasing that D flag. We definitely would need that, pull this one out of our asses. But like I said, I'm not in the game. I can't give my, I'm spectating and I'm not playing, so I can't jump in there and be like, no guys, you're doing it wrong, get on that back flag. Because, you know, anyone that's played competitive knows, you know, when you get in one of those lockout situations, you got to work around the objectives. You don't want to take them head on. We got too many people in the air. As you can see, we got another person, 3 people in the air in total, 1, 2, 3, and that's 3 people that aren't capturing or trying to capture flags. That's 3 people that are just trying to get kills, while D flag, which is an open flag, is just sitting there waiting for 1 person to go cap it. But again, a lot of these guys are newer to scrims. They don't think about this stuff. The team we had before, I think, was handling it much better. We had Cubs and them in there. I think who else was in the last one? Yeah, everyone's a flyboy. Who was in the last scrim? Cubs and who else was in there? Solid. Cubs and Solid were in the last one, and they were really getting some kills in TDM, and they were taking them down, and I saw a lot of good solid teamwork from those guys in the previous round. So again, that D flag's just sitting there waiting for one of them to cap it. I hope one of them makes the effort to get there. Looks like he just abandoned his jet. As you can see, the 3 forces are, they got almost all of them, which means that's good to cap. They got a person down here, and I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. So if we get that while they're all there, if we got that, there we go. Now they're going for it. Now they're doing it. Alright, so we'll get those 3 objectives, and it's a little too late now, but that's 3 that we'll have, and they'll only have the 2. They should have done that much sooner, but they procrastinated. They're all focusing on one area, tunnel vision, let's fly, and that was a huge error on their part that I believe is going to cost them the game, obviously. But at least they finally did it. Maybe this will help them out next round. They'll wise up a little bit and realize what they did wrong. So as you can still see, all their people are still in this area controlling it, and our people are finally pushing in there on foot. The jet, they still got 1 person in jet. Obviously it's doing a little bit of something, but it's not going to be unless their jet pilot or our jet pilot's one of those people that insta kills anything in sight. If they don't have that skill level, which some people do have, then it's useless. It's not worth the benefit of flying around getting a kill here or there. You got to be solid with it. You got to be able to knock out those guys. And so we got 3 flags, so that's good for us, and we're teasing these ones. What I would do with this is I'd probably have someone in this area, 1 or 2 people, kind of keeping them at bay here, while the other 3 yeah, 3 or 4 kind of tag these objectives, bouncing back and forth, and if the other 2 people floating, or if we have a jet person flying, in that instance we had a jet person flying after we have it, they could quickly change up to one of those positions. Currently we got Frank with the leading kills on our team, and that's not very good. These kill to death ratios were way different in the last round. I mean drastically different. It still seems that they're doing, yeah, it's almost like they're doing 7 versus 6, which is kinda not cool, but again, it's just for fun. It's not a league scrim or nothing like that. It's just for fun. So I'm not personally going to stress about it. Now that we have gotten, you can see the tickets actually dropping for them, and ours is staying steady. It's because they finally wised up, and they're finally got decent control of the map, and they're, you know, really bleeding those tickets a lot faster. Clearly it's not enough to really do too much, but as we lost 1 ticket here, they've lost over 10 tickets. So you see the difference when you have actual map control and you're not just flying around the whole game saying, hey, look at me fly. You know, that's just kind of pointless. So if they're saying that they're about to get a cap, they need to yeah, that tank should stay there. They should get or push up. They need to get prepared for what's coming in. They obviously went back to the helicopter. It must have respawned after they got shot down. And there's no one back here as a just-in-case scenario. As I was saying before, I'd have someone in this area just in case, because now everyone's focused on this area. Ooh, let's get these. If I was in the game and I could give them some knowledge or advice, to have someone floating in these areas just as a precaution, because now they can capture this one, then they'll probably be able to capture that one by the time anything serious happens. And what a lot of people will make the mistake of doing, which these guys might do, is then they'll rotate half their forces down here to meet them, and then they'll all flank up here and take out those things. Now if you see them, look, they're all kind of going, except for that tank. Come on down. You want to spread out here. You want some people out here on the front line stopping them a little bit before they get in there. That tank should really be doing something other than sitting there. So yeah, see, I predicted they were going to attack that objective, and there they go. And I don't know if the helicopter is going to have enough to stop them. Now he's already going. They're getting that objective. See, they just left this whole area open, and now they did what I predicted they were going to do. Is all of them, every single one of them, have abandoned these 2 objectives, and this guy's cruising right behind them to cap it. I predicted it was going to happen. I know it was going to happen, and it just really sucks that I'm not in the game to help him out. And I believe my wife's behind me and wants me to shut the fuck up now. Yep, so I'm going to remute myself, and I hope you guys were paying attention to that. And if someone took note of that, man, that's just sad. It's funny how I could predict that though. But here I go, I'm muting out. You guys enjoy. Thanks for listening in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the game without my commentary. Goodbye. My mic. Shut up, Mike. You're mute.